Just want to know if whoever's in charge, I can speak to them.
Maybe not.
I just wanna get that money. I just wanna get that money, flip that money.
Alright guys, so today it's a little bit of a day in the life for a 300 subscriber special. I know subs are not that much. Dogs bark in the background on cue. Mailman, you probably see him pass by behind me. He just dropped up the mail in my house. So today, I haven't done this in a while, so give me a little break. We're doing door-to-doors. I haven't done this in like 6 months. Nah, not 6 months, probably like 3 or 4 months. But I'm gonna go, just for the 300 subscribers special. Usually I don't do this anymore since clients usually come to me now. I built that word of mouth up, for the past 2 years of doing this. But I know a lot of you guys are new to social media marketing, and you kind of want all the people who are already experienced doing it, to do it so you guys can learn from it. So that's gonna be what it is today. So how it's gonna work is I'm targeting dog groomers because flea season, summer is around the corner. I actually used to be a dog groomer back in my first job back in high school. I hated it. I mean, I didn't hate it. Dogs are cool as hell. But I just hated getting paid, literally slave wage to pick up dog crap. So other than that, I already kind of know what the upsells are with them. I kind of already know how the businesses are ran. So it's gonna be a lot more easier for me to talk to them. So hopefully I can close 1 or 2 of them. I have a list of about 5 or 6 of them I go to since I really don't have all day. I do have a couple hours to spare to do this just for you guys. So make sure you guys leave a like on this video. If I provided any value, I'd love to hear you guys' opinions. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so we just got here. It was about 5 minutes away from my house. I'm gonna stop by around 4 or 5 different groomers. If I get all no's, I don't care. I'm still gonna post this. It's a numbers game. Probably 1 out of 10 people are gonna say yes, but I'm gonna use my sales skills. Hopefully that they're still good and not rusty anymore. Because like I said, I haven't done this in a while. So I'm gonna put you guys in my pocket. I'm not gonna record anything. I'm just gonna record audio. So hopefully you bear with me, and hopefully the audio is great. If it's not, I'm still gonna put it in there. I don't give a shit. So yeah, let's hop into it. Usually, this special is helping out dog groomers. Now we have like Facebook, Instagram, getting people in the door. Right now it's kind of like the perfect time because flea season around the corner, hot season. I used to be a groomer just like yourself. I kind of know the hustle, So go ahead, look me up, and I'll be happy to come back in 2 weeks. All right, man. I'll have a great one. So I kind of heard that audio back, and you're probably gonna hear. So I'm probably gonna have a tough time editing it. But some of the story is the owner was out of vacation for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna come back in 2 weeks, maybe give him a follow-up because it looks like a great store to work with. They have great reviews and everything, as well as pretty cheap prices. The reason, I don't know if you in the audio part you heard, but let me actually turn on my car, dude. It's hot as hell. But other than that, him being in 2 weeks, it's really not a big issue. Usually that I've actually had that a lot, usually around this time, December and like the holiday season. Owners sometimes are really not there because they're on vacation and they have their secondhand person working there. So you try to follow up when they come back. I made a good relationship and build rapport with kind of like not the co-owner, but the owner's brother was there, so he has a really great connection with the owner. So I made really good rapport with them, and cracked some jokes with them. I kind of related to him. I told him that I used to actually work there, or not work there, but work as a dog groomer. So I kind of understand the hustle, that he's going through. And just to left my business card and said, check me out whenever you get a chance. So built that rapport. So when I do come back, he's like, oh hey Joseph. I'm like, hey, what's up, Ozzy? His name's Ozzy. My favorite artist is Ozzy Osbourne. So that's kind of how I connected the dots and kind of build that rapport. So other than that, on to the next one. Again, like I said, if all 4 of them say no, I don't care. I'm still posting this. So other than that, let's move on to the next one. All right, we're in the second location, another dog groomer, but this dog groomer has a twist to it. They actually have like a boutique bakery for dogs, like cupcakes for dogs. I'm seeing great promotions, great offers I can do with them, you know, like, hey, get $5 off your grooming, plus, you know, free cupcake for your dog at the end of his stay for being a good boy, things like that. I mean, before I enter the store, I always kind of think of offers to make so I can kind of mention it when I'm talking to the business owner or talking to whoever's a decision maker, just so they can feel like I actually, you know, took the effort to research them, which I did. But I'm just saying, always take the time to know the business, you know, the ins and outs of it, you know, the offers, the upsells they can offer, just so they know you're an expert at what you do. And just so you know you have experience in doing it, you know what I mean? As little as just knowing, you know, when they open, you know, things like that go a long way. So nonetheless, let me go in there. I'm gonna do a better job of the audio recording. I'm gonna hold it in my hand instead of putting it in my pocket, because that's actually not a good job that I did. Wish I had a pocket right here, but I got these cheap t-shirts, so I don't have a pocket there. But nonetheless, I'm gonna do my best to record the audio, so hopefully I can close this one. Hopefully I can maybe book a meeting, a 2-week trial, whatever it is. So yeah, let's get to it. Hi, is the business owner here by any chance? Oh, hi. My name is Joseph. I actually help dog groomers. I actually used to work at a dog groomer here in Imperial Highway Animal Clinic. Just wanted to know if you'll be interested in kind of promoting your store on like Facebook, Instagram, things like that to gain leads, since it is flea season around the corner, summer season, things like that. So,
yeah, we already have that.
all right, post-editing Joseph has entered the room. Pretty much, I'm actually going to over-commentate it. I'm not going to type on the screen anymore because it takes way too much time. So pretty much at the end of the day, I always shut this question down due to the fact that I always check before I even enter there that if they're running Facebook ads or not. Usually they're never doing it, so I always mention, it's like, oh, well, I actually didn't see anything on your ad. And if they ever say they have a team, I'm like, well, man, you better have a talk with them, because they're not running any ads. And that's kind of how I shut down this question. Really? Oh, because usually the reason why I usually go to these places and specifically pick your shop is because when I looked over, I didn't really see any ads running. Just to kind of make sure.
I don't need it. I've got enough business.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, I need to get groomers. That's
Really? That's what you need?
Before I start really advertising.
We can do that as well. It doesn't really matter what it matters what the product is, because you know I kind of know the ins and outs, the upsells, you know, kind of, because especially at the boutique bakery here, that's actually a great offer we can put out, so for the potential upsells, things like that. You know, we help businesses, especially in Orange County, specifically dog groomers in the dog industry and the pet industry as well. We advertise on Facebook, it's going to get leads in the door, whether it's employment, you know, leads coming in for the dogs, you know, people booking appointments, things like that. I mean, have you ever tried anything like that, or
yeah, well,
is that something they just kind of
we paid like $500
Oh, yeah.
a month, and they
That's
were
crazy.
running ads and blah, 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 and
Did you do it yourself, or you kind of have somebody, or like your cousin or somebody running
yeah,
it?
my sister-in-law's husband, he's in smart. He did
Really?
the website and all the
Okay.
media and all that
Okay, yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
You didn't really have like you just had somebody that you knew. You didn't really have like
Yeah,
a.
because
What-
that's what he does. He has his own business.
And what results was he getting in, or did you bring any results in?
Good. I mean, obviously they're.
Yeah, no, you told me you're packing. You're packing. So, other than that, I mean, is there any? Would you be interested in maybe a 2-week trial, just kind of see how it goes?
No,
We waive our
not
service
at
charge,
this-
so-
Not at this time, not until I start getting more people in here first, because.
Yeah, of course.
Turning
Yeah.
crap people away, so.
Okay. Yeah, awesome.
There's only 3 of us, so, and we.
Well, I mean, would you be willing in the 2-week trial to maybe get some people in the door instead of dogs? Just so you guys can actually, you know,
Well, I mean,
get ready
I
for
can
the
talk
summer
to him
season.
and see what he says if you want to leave a card.
All right, so she mentioned that she needs her husband to talk to her husband, blah, blah, blah. They always do this, all right? Just go along with it. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Due to the fact that the reason why I kind of like, all right, accepted this as like a kind of an objection that I settled with is because I only like to talk to people that are decision makers. And you can't really force one person to be a decision maker when there's 2 decision makers. That's what causes conflict in their company. Let's say that she actually does proceed with this. Next, you know, she goes back to her husband with a $1,500 charge on her credit card, and he's gonna get all pissed off. And then all of a sudden, they're gonna come back to me saying, "Hey, we actually don't want this anymore." Things like that. So that's why I always try to have all the decision makers there present. So that's why I kind of settled with this, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll follow up. Yeah, I mean, what's a good time? Maybe I can follow up with you guys or come back and give you guys a call or something. I'll leave my car here just so you guys kind of do your research.
Maybe Friday or something.
All right, so when she said that specific sentence, follow up on Friday, she gave me a specific date to follow up with. That means she is interested and she wants to learn more, but she's not completely sold yet. And how to counteract that is obviously, you know, leaving either the flyer you brought or leaving your business card, and then obviously making sure to follow up. Don't just, you have to follow up. You know what I mean? Following up is like 80% of people's sales these days. So that is the reason why I love this question. And again, she's going to be pretty much coming back as a special guest towards the end of this video, so keep tuned. Friday. Awesome right here. I leave a couple over here so you can pass it around. Awesome. What's your name by chance?
My name's Tara.
Tara, my name is Joseph. Nice to meet you. I know you're busy. So I would shake your hand, but I know you're busy. I know how it is.
No problem.
Yeah, awesome. All right. And then just so I know, what's the cost here? The average cost to get like a Labrador in for like a, just so I know what the cost is around for this. All right. So I'm back. So why I asked this is to build rapport with the owner or with the manager, whoever is kind of in charge of that situation, so they know I'm interested in their business. When business owners get these type of questions, they are more likely to do business with you because they know you are interested in their business. Kind of, you're trying to understand their business, trying to fix their solution. So that's kind of why I ask these type of questions.
For like a bath?
Yeah, like a bath, nail clipping, or is it that come included?
Depending on what size they are, how big and thick the coat is, between 35-40 for
Okay,
bath.
that's whatever,
Nails,
okay.
ears, nail wax.
And when it comes down to the bakery boutique, is that like an extra charge, or is that kind of something you get free with the bathe, or is that something you
No, that's just for them to buy.
Okay.
Treats.
It's kinda just like an upsell.
Unless they get like Lucky Dog, then it's like an add-on package.
Okay.
But it's like teeth, blueberry facial, great shit food.
And you have like a month.
Shebang,
Yeah.
and then they get a treat with it.
Okay, and you guys have like a monthly service fee, or is it kind of like every single time you come in here you pay, or is it like
Every time they pay.
Oh, okay, it's not like kind of like a subscription based thing or anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, so when I ask this question right here is usually when I've actually had clients like this before. I've had a client like this before that actually switched to a subscription based service with their dog grooming business, and they killed it. They were doing so much in revenue. Usually I mention this just to kind of give them a hint of like what works with people I've worked with, and then now it's just gonna be like, wait, hold on, I can do subscription based. Yeah, you're right. Wow, wow, this guy actually is smart. This guy actually knows what he's talking about. Like, I'm actually try that out. So that's why I mention little gold nuggets like this, which kind of help them out, kind of show them that, you know, I know what I'm doing and I'm the kind of the expert in this situation. So that's why I mentioned that.
No.
Like we see that work a lot too as well.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
They just my friend worked at
Yeah, everybody does business differently.
They buy like
Yeah.
so many, and
Yeah.
then it's like
Everybody does business differently, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just depends on what area, and you're in a great location. So yeah. All right, so right here, I just kind of build that last moment of rapport, as well as kind of leaving it on a happy note, mentioning that, you know, I used to work at a vet just like yourself, and kind of I understand kind of the struggles and the hustle they have to go through, kind of just building that personal relationship, so when I do follow up, you know, she remembers me really well. Other than that, I'll have my business card. I'll follow up with you guys, see if you guys were interested in it. If you are, I'm telling you, it's around the time I want you to get ready for the flea season, pot season, you know the deal.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's-
already know.
yeah.
We're like booked up.
Yeah, I
you
remember I used to
know, in
bathe
advance
like
right
20
now.
dogs a day, like at when I worked at Imperial Highway Animal Clinic in high school. Man, some dogs didn't want to let you get the anal gland. Some dogs were like the nail clipping, they just didn't like. It was just hectic, man.
hard.
I understand.
It's a hard job.
I understand the hustle. You know what I mean? I understand
Yeah.
it, and especially being the owner, it's even harder, and especially being understaffed. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I was glad meeting you. So hopefully you have a great day. Awesome. Have a good day. So this was actually interested. Again, let me turn on the car. It's hot as shit right now. She actually mentioned that she's actually understaffed. That she's getting so much business, she's understaffed. Usually that's kind of a 50-50 chance of they're telling the truth or not. I mean, there's only one dog there when I went in there, so it really doesn't look like it. I'm not saying they're lying, but of course people say anything just to get a salesman out of the door. But I built rapport, as you heard. I built rapport. You know, mentioned my name. I, you know, gave experience on why you should pick me. You know, she mentioned kind of like a, you know, the typical, you know, my little cousin's doing the marketing, you know what I mean? That usually I know how to go by. You know, I always ask, you know, what results you got? And then she was like, oh, they were great. But at first she mentioned she spent money and got nothing. So, like I said, it's another lie. When there's one lie, there's a lot more lies. Grant Cardone taught me that in his salesman course. So, again, I'm just going to follow up with them on Friday and then see how they're doing. I mentioned that I can actually get more employees as well with Facebook ads. You know, whether it doesn't really matter what the product is, as long as you can offer that product, you know. So other than that, that's 2 down, 2 more to go, or 3 more to go, I'm not sure. But yeah, let's hop into the next one. All right, so we're at the next one right here. Is actually a training, grooming, boarding facility. So it has a bunch of services, not just grooming. So again, I do see a lot of potential offers here in upsells. You know, get them in for the grooming, upsell them, to training, and then upsell them to, you know, dog boarding whenever they're away, you know what I mean? So this can be an all-in-one exclusive place for a client, you know? They can come here for grooming, and whenever they go on vacation, they already have a place, already know a place that they trust to leave their dog here, as well as if they want training, things like that. So again, you gotta learn the business, see what they offer, see who they are, you know, dig deep, you know what I mean? Actually do your research. Don't just go out there for the money. Do it because you like what you do it because you love your job. I certainly do love what I do, and you know, I definitely express that when I talk to the business owners. You gotta tell them, you know, I'm here to help, I'm not here to sell. You know, if you want help, go for it. Let's go all in and let's do it. You know, it's a price of doing business. That's just how the world runs. So let's hop into this one. Let's see what they say. All right, so sorry to bring you the bad news, but unfortunately, the audio clip for some reason got corrupt, and I literally have no clue how to recover. I'm trying my hardest, but I couldn't. So at the end of the day, I just want to give you a brief rundown of what happened. So the business owner actually wasn't there, but she actually pulled in right when I went in there. So the guy was like, oh, she actually just pulled in. So I waited there for an awkward 2 minutes until she walked in, and when she walked in, she kind of had like that kind of like stiffy, like mean resting bitch face, if you would say. Again, I'm not saying she is, but I'm just saying she kind of had that. I guess she was probably running late or something, and she was kind of like hectic and like, all right, what do you want? Like, just kind of like that rushy mood. So I didn't really want to push her. I kind of mentioned my services as well as what I do, and then she just mentioned, you know, we're actually fully booked right now and things like that. You know, they usually always say that. And then I asked her, you know, well, what type of marketing do you do? And she's like, oh, we just do traditional, you know, community ads on like local magazines and local restaurant magazines, things like that. So I told her, I'm like, all right, well, how's that working for you? She's like, it's actually working very well. It's like our main thing. So at the end of the day, I told him, like, all right, well, you apparently don't have really an issue with, you know, getting people in the door and anything like that. You know, and again, at the end of the day, you're here to help. You're not really here to sell. So if they're running really well, you know, the company's running really well and they're running maxed out, and they really just don't need your service, man, just don't try to push that down their throat, because at the end of the day, it gives you a bad name. I can't make marks you as like a tacky salesman, so don't do that. So I just said, you know what, all right, awesome, well, I left my card there just in case they were interested in it one day, and I told them to have a great day, and that's pretty much how it happened. All right, so that one I got a little bad vibe off of. You know, she kind of came in all like, no. Usually those business owners I don't like to work with, because those business owners like to stick and be comfortable with what they're doing right now and don't really want to expand because they're either too scared or they're not just used to it, things like that. You know, I really don't like to work with business owners like that. But again, like I said, it is a numbers game. Whenever you get one good one, you get a nice client. Those people you stick with because those people understand the value and understand the importance of, you know, having their business in front of people and building that, you know, that brand awareness online. So other than that, let's hop into the next dog grooming facility. All right, so I just got here and I saw a no solicitation little banner thing on the front of the door. Just so you guys know, when a business owner has that in front of their store, they can literally call the cops and you will get arrested. So I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna respect their privacy. Maybe send them an email instead. Follow up with them with a cold video pitch. If you guys don't know what that is, link is in the top right corner or at the end of this video to learn exactly, you know, what I mean by cold video pitch. It works great. That's mainly the main outreach that I use now. And again, I'm making an updated video later on that, kind of a new 2019 updated video, because a lot of people are asking me other questions, you know, like how do you send it out, what do you say in the emails, etc., etc. So other than that, I'm not going to bother this business. They do have a no solicitation little badge, so I'm not going to mess with them. So yeah, hop into the next vet, I guess, or the next groomer, I guess. All right, we're at the next one. This is gonna be the final one because I do have some meetings I have to go to. I will do this all day, hopefully getting maybe 1 or 2 meetings booked, but I can only handle a handful today for only a couple hours due to the fact that, again, I have meetings, I have business to run. You know, I have, you know, to follow up with my freelancers that I hired for a job, really big clients that I just onboarded. So I'm not gonna have enough time to do this, but nonetheless, hopefully this one can close. I did get 2 maybes to follow up with, and then I think it was 1 or 2 no's, and then like a non-solicitation one. So hopefully this one can go through. If not, like I said, it's a numbers game. I only did a handful of them. I'm not gonna quit, you know. Usually, I remember the longest streak I went without one was around, I think, 20 to 25 door-to-doors before I got a yes, and that yes was for $2,500. So like I said, guys, you know, a day, 1 or 2, maybe even 3 days worth of work is definitely worth, you know, getting 1 yes. So don't give up, guys. It's a part of the process. It's you know, you never lose. It's either you learn, you win, or you learn. You know what I mean? There's no losses. You know what I mean? There's no losing. There's learning. So let's hop into this one. Let's see you know, what they offer. Let's see if, you know, we can book a meeting. So yeah, let's hop into this one. Hi. Hi, is the business owner by any chance here? Is that you, or is that, no? She's not here right now? What's a good time she's here?
I don't know, you know, he's not staying in the longer. Just, you know, once in a while.
She comes in here, and
Yeah.
who's in charge usually when you're here?
What is for?
I'm here to help her out right here. Just want to know.
No, what is for?
Oh, what is this for? Oh, is this just to help, to offer one of my services, see if she wants to help during the summer? So just want to know if whoever's in charge, I can speak to them.
Maybe not.
No, not right now. Okay, no problem. Have a good day. All right, so that was the last one. She literally didn't speak any English, so I didn't even try to bother with that. I just was, you know what? I'm over it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. I don't understand how business owners can hire people, you know, to manage their business, which is in a very popular, you know, walk-in, you know, area, that don't speak any English. Like, I understand, I'm 100% towards employing, you know, people who need the cash, who want to hustle, you know, other immigrants here who come here for opportunity. You know, my parents did that. I completely agree with that. But when they don't even speak English and they don't know how to properly address customers or kind of know anything about the business, like, it just makes no sense. And, you know, I just don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, I want somebody who is willing to, you know, put in the effort in their business and, you know, help the company grow, you know, by helping people out, you know, getting in there, getting the front desk. You know what I mean? Like, I walked in there, she was in the back watching TV, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Employees like that I would never hire. But again, it's not my business, so I'm not gonna give them any, you know, any advice to do that. So other than that, hopefully the audio was good. If it wasn't, leave a like instead. I don't know, leave a like so I can get a better mic, I guess, or a better setup. I don't know, my first time doing this. So other than that, I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'll see you guys back at my office. All right, so I was on my way, I got some food, I met up with my client, and then now I was on my way back to my office, and then I get some work done. But guess what happened, guys? I got a little demo strategy session call booked through my website from, guess who it is? All right, so in the very few people who don't know who I'm talking about, it's the second location I went into, I think. The dog boutique bakery place. She actually booked a meeting on my website. I left my business card, so I guess, you know, right after I left, she probably went in there and then looked, you know, all the information, and then she was like, you know what, this person, speaking of dogs, they're barking in the background, ignore them. So yeah, building rapport, building personal rapport, things like that goes a long way. So I highly suggest you kind of learn how to do that. If you guys don't know, there's plenty of videos out there. So other than that, hop right back into the video. One of the dog groomers, I guess they, you know, usually this always happens. It's weird. You know, they'll say no up front, but then they'll think about it when I leave and like, and they'll look me up. And then they'll look at the benefits, because I have videos explaining things on my website. I have a bunch of stuff on my website that kind of emphasizes the importance of this. I also ignore, I'm in traffic right now, like literally California traffic right now. So that's why I decided to make this video. It's the best part. So other than that, you know, usually what they do, they look at your website, they kind of research you, and they're like, wow, wait, this actually is a really great service that I'm definitely going to benefit from, especially during, you know, the hype season, I would say, of, you know, my company, which is obviously, you know, the summer season for groomers are like popping, because they have, you know, this is a flea season. You know, dogs need to get shaved. Dogs with long hair, they want to get shaved so they don't stay hot during the summer. You know, they go on vacation, so sometimes they need a place to board their dogs at for a few days while they're on vacation. They can't take them, things like that. So I'm like, so they probably were like, okay, you know what, I see a free strategy session, all right, let me get more information. And that actually happened. So the moral of the story is, don't get bogged down when you have no's. Like, those no's can easily turn to yeses if you follow properly, you know, and you build rapport with them. Because I built rapport with that person. You know, I told him, I mentioned them, I bonded with them. I'm like, hey, you know, yeah, I used to be you know, a dog groomer back in the day, and from the hustling, you know, complimenting, you know, he's hustling, you know what I mean? I complimented their business. You know, I got to know their business before I went in there, even though it wasn't like anything major, you know, more like, you know, kind of knowing what the services they offer and things like that. So, like I said, moral of the story, you know, don't get discouraged from a no. I got, you know, a meeting out of it, out of those 4 people, you know. You know, when I first started out, I remember I used to get a meeting every like 30 people, you know what I mean? It wasn't really that much, but still, you know what I'm saying, you know. So don't get bogged down, you know, just find out what you're doing wrong, you know, where you stutter and where you come off as less confident, and then fix it. And if you want to understand kind of a way to do that, just record yourself, you know, put a little audio recorder in your pocket or something like that, and then review them when you get later at night, be like, oh yeah, you know, I should have not said that, you know, I should have said this instead. There you go, you learn, you know what I mean, now you fix it and then move on. It's that simple, guys. So like I said, don't get bogged down from a no. So yeah, catch you guys at my office. So I just got to my home office, gonna chill out for right now, kind of see what ads are being ran on my clients right now, kind of scaling ones that I feel need to be scaled, start retargeting on some ads that I feel that need to be retargeted, yada yada yada. Pretty much, I'm gonna get to the grunt work right now on my computer. So that's pretty much gonna end it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and thank you again for 300 subs. You know, it really means a lot to me. You know, I can't wait till I hit 1,000. Hopefully one day I will. But nonetheless, guys, the moral of this whole entire video is don't give up, guys. You know, somebody in my, you know, my skill set where, you know, I already have a good running agency, you know, still does door-to-doors. I mean, I really don't do door-to-doors anymore, but look at it, you know, I get no's, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It's a part of the game. You got to play the game to win the game. You know, you just can't sit home and expect people to come to you and do that. You know, you got to put the grunt work in, and it sucks. It sucks bad. But at the end of the day, you know, it takes one yes to change your life. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And comment down below what your opinions about this video are, as well as if you guys have any luck with door-to-doors. I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, guys, it's been me, Joseph, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I just wanna get that money. I just wanna get that money, flip that money. I just wanna stack them hundreds. I just wanna spaz out, cash out.